I don't trust her anymore. I am in a relationship with a girl to whom I have given everything. I love her deeply, care for her, guide her, and even scold her when necessary. I treat her like my own little daughter, constantly advising her on what is right and wrong. As a man, I understand how men think. My friend circle includes people with various mentalities, from nerdy to manipulative. I have always warned her about how deceptive men can be. We have been in a relationship for over 2 years. From the beginning, she used to talk to other guys, but I believed she would change with time. I told her it made me uncomfortable, and she apologized, assuring me she would stop. A few months later, I caught her chatting with the same guy again. She cried, begged for another chance, and I forgave her. But after a few more months, I found her talking to several guys, including the same one from before. Once again, she apologized and swore it would never happen again. This time she even threatened to harm herself if I left her. Out of concern, I forgave her once more, believing she would change this time. However, history repeated itself. She repeated same mistake 100 times, said sorry, threatened me of hurting herself, and I always forgive her, hoping she would change one day. A few months later, I caught her chatting with the same guy yet again. This time, I lost my patience. I told her that her apologies meant nothing, and our relationship was over. But again, she threatened to take her own life if I left. I made it clear that if she repeated this mistake again, I wouldn't care what she did. She agreed and promised not to manipulate me with threats anymore. Just 2 days later, while browsing through her younger brother's profile, which was logged into my phone, I found her messages with that same guy. Their conversation was different this time. It was as if they were in a relationship. They shared everything, joked about me, and talked constantly. At that moment, I felt like I had wasted 2 years of my life on a relationship that was nothing but an illusion. Her love, her affection, her promises, everything felt like an act. I didn't have the courage to confront her directly. Instead, I sent her a screenshot of their chat and simply asked, "Do you have anything to explain?" Her response was just one word, "No." And after that she started texting that guy again. Everyone, her family, my family, our friends, knew about our relationship. Her family treated me like a son, often inviting me for dinner. Before leaving her, I decided to inform her parents. I told her mother everything and said, "I've given her many chances, but now I know the truth. I'm leaving her. Whatever happens to her from now on is no longer my concern." Then, I blocked her entire family, deleted every photo and video of her from my phone and social media. My hands were shaking, my heart was racing, and my eyes were filled with unshed tears. I had loved her more than anything, but in the end, I was just a joke to her. A few moments later, she messaged me, holding a bottle of rat poison in her hand. "Sorry for everything. You deserve better," she wrote. I ignored the message, remembering all the times she had deceived me. Anger took over, and I replied, "I would happily prefer your death over being in a relationship with you. Do whatever you want, I have every proof. I don't give a damn. Just die." A few minutes later, she messaged again, "I ate the poison." In that instant, everything she had done to me disappeared from my mind. My heart pounded with fear. I prayed she was lying. Desperate, I messaged her mother and confirmed the worst: she had actually consumed the poison. We rushed her to the hospital and admitted her to the ICU, praying she would survive. After 12 agonizing hours, the doctors informed us she was out of danger. The poison she consumed was of low potency, otherwise, the outcome could have been fatal. Her mother was allowed only one visitor, and she sent me in. My heart raced as I walked into her room. Holding her hand, I smiled and asked, "How are you feeling? Want more poison, or is this enough?" She broke down, sobbing, and kept apologizing. I tried to make her smile, and after some time, we had a brief conversation before the nurse asked me to leave. But as I stepped out of the room, a question lingered in my mind: was she truly sorry, or was this just another act? It has been 3 to 4 weeks since that incident, and we are still in a relationship. I love her more than anything, but I hate her even more than I love her. And most of all, I don't trust her anymore. It's been a month since that incident, and I'm still with her. A lot has happened since then. She always told me that the guy kept messaging her multiple times until she replied, but that wasn't the truth. They were both attracted to each other. Even after knowing that it could break our relationship, she still messaged him. I used to get angry at that guy, messaging him, cursing him, even threatening to fight with him. But now I realize something. Someone once said, "You can fight all those who want her, but you can't fight the one she wants." And that's the truth. That guy was never a third person in our relationship. I was just being used as a backup for the future. She eventually confessed that the guy had another girlfriend, and they both knew about each other's personal lives, yet they still kept dating. But I don't blame anyone, not him, not even her. The real fault was mine. I trusted her. I loved her more than anything, but I failed to see or hear what she truly wanted. Before I got into a relationship with her, my friends warned me about her. They knew what kind of person she was. One of my friends, who was also her ex, warned me too. But at the time, I thought she was just immature. I believed that guys often take advantage of girls and then blame them in the end. And I was right, her ex did cheat on her. But I made one mistake. I forgot that girls can be cheaters too. It's been a couple of months, and yes, I'm still in a relationship with her. Sometimes, she makes me feel like she is the one I'm going to marry, but then I remember the past incident when she made me feel the same way yet still cheated on me and became emotionally attached to another guy. Even now, she makes me feel like she still wants that guy but also doesn't want to leave me. Sometimes, I ask her why she cheated on me, and she says it was because that guy made her feel special, listened to her, and got angry whenever she talked about me with him. I tell her that's just manipulation, he's not real, he's just being the person she wants him to be. I explain that he will destroy our relationship, and when they finally get together, he will show his true colors. He's just attracted to her for his own benefit, he only wants to use her. I ask her, why would someone be serious about you if he knows you're in a relationship with me and that both our families know and accept us together? I have explained, guided, and taught her what is right and wrong, but she still makes me feel like she doesn't believe my words and instead believes that guy, saying, I don't know. I don't want to explain anything to her anymore. I don't want to care about her. I don't want to talk to her. But my heart, oh, it doesn't allow me to do that. From the moment I wake up until I fall asleep, my mind constantly overthinks these things. I don't know what to do.